Hi guys, it's Brittany. Welcome to Dreamtime. And I had this dream recently where I was chosen to be in the Hunger Games. And here's how this dream started. So I was in this building. I was like in that outfit, the outfit you have to wear to be in the Hunger Games. It kind of looked like Katniss outfit, like when she was wearing the Mockingjay outfit, where it's all black. I think I was wearing that, like similar like hers, but it wasn't really hers. It was just similar, but it actually felt nice. Um, so since I was wearing that in the dream, I went to this building, and believe it or not, this was definitely very surprising to me. But when I walked into this building, there was this guy on stage, and he got a microphone and said, like, "Welcome to the Hunger Games." He said it like very loud. He said that as soon as I walked in, but the part that surprised me, which I had no idea about this, that every single woman in this room, like from this side and from this side, every single woman was dressed up as Effie. like, like dressing up like her, like the costumes, having these wigs on, and even the makeup. And to see every woman dressed up as Effie in like different styles of the costume designs and the wigs and everything, that was definitely shocking because, I was like, wow, okay, what's going on here? Like, why are all these women dressed up as Effie? Like, with these crazy costumes and the wigs? Like, what's going on here? But I think somehow I didn't really think about that too much in the dream. And so this guy on stage, he said something like, pick your own, like, Effie, um, coach. In other words, to pick my own female coach. So this is funny, and I don't think cell phones are allowed in the Hunger Games, but somehow I had my phone with me, and I took it out because he says that for me to choose my female coach, I have to take a picture of her. So somehow I had to do that because I never seen that in the Hunger Games, like the tributes having cell phones. I never seen that, and so that's what I did. I took out my phone. I was walking, but while I was walking, um, into this room to pick my own female coach who were all dressed up like Effie, which I thought that was shocking but funny too. So when I was trying to choose, like really look around to pick my own female coach, all of a sudden this song came on, Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, and this song didn't start from the beginning. The song started when she said, "I came in like a wrecking ball." You know, that was the first part of the song that played. And so, of course, ever since that part of the song played, of those lyrics, it just kept going on, like the rest of the song. So I finally picked my own female coach who was dressed like her, and after that, I had to pick my own male coach as well. So I did. But of course, that was even hard to do. And so this was funny, but I also find it a little embarrassing because the guy on stage also said for me to pick a partner to team up with, and there were like, I think, 4 or 5 different tributes on stage. But here's the weird part. Like, instead of walking to pick my partner to team up with, like instead of just walking, like normally, casually, I was dancing. Like I had to dance my way to pick who I wanted to team up with. And that is just funny, but I'm sorry. At the same time, I think it's a little embarrassing because I'm like, okay, if I'm going to walk up to someone, why do I have to dance my way to them? Like, can I just walk instead? Like, if I'm gonna dance, it has to be when I'm dancing to music. Like, not just dancing around, like, oh yeah, just to pick who I wanted to team up with. I don't know, that just seems silly. So, of course, um, there were some tributes I had in mind to team up with, but then when I saw, of course, Josh Hutcherson, yeah, he was there, but of course I didn't see Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know where she was, but since Josh Hutcherson was there, I saw him and I thought, okay, never mind, I'm gonna team up with him. Okay, so that's what I did, because somehow I completely changed my mind on the other two tributes I had in mind, because when I saw him I was like, you know what, never mind, I'm gonna pick him. So I did. But like I said, so when I picked him to team up with, like I said, I didn't walk my way to him, I had to dance my way, like, to him. Yeah, it's weird, but funny. So, so of course, when I picked him to team up with, and we were both going to this Hunger Games. I think this Hunger Games was quite new, because it wasn't like in the first one or the second at all. This was completely new. And so after that, we both went outside, and of course, we were all dressed up to be prepared for the Hunger Games and to be ready to fight, for survival. And so before we could even go to the arena, just before that, all of a sudden, for no reason, here's the thing, the doors closed behind us. But when those doors closed, the guy said, I believe he said again, welcome to the Hunger Games. And so somehow, just after he said that, of course, Josh, who plays, Peeta in the movie and also in the dream as well, he's just like standing there, like calm, and he had this look like, okay, I'm ready again. So yeah, I can see he was definitely ready, like very prepared. But then with me, for no reason, I don't know how this happened, but somehow I was feeling happy. And that's not even the weird part. The weird part is that all of a sudden, just when I was standing next to him, all of a sudden I was just dancing. Like I was just dancing around in circles. Okay, you know how in that movie, Elizabethtown, where Orlando Bloom, where he was going on this long road trip, and he had to park somewhere and go outside, where he had to dance by himself, and it kind of looked like he was dancing in circles. That I was doing that. I was dancing in circles like he was, except with me, I was like moving my arms like this, and I was just like bobbing my head, like, side to side. And I don't know what came over me, because, to be honest, I do believe if I wasn't just dancing around like that, I definitely would have took the situation more seriously, because of the fact that if you enter the Hunger Games, like if you are chosen to be in it, that you have to take that situation serious, because once you get in, to the arena, things get more serious. than it is, because it's like you're fighting for survival. You're fighting for your life to stay alive. And somehow I didn't take the situation seriously, since we were about to go into the arena, and whether or not we make it, injured. So yeah, I'm surprised I didn't took that situation seriously, and that somehow I was just dancing around. I don't know what came over me, but that was weird but funny. So when I woke up from this dream, um, I still like the dream, I do, but when I just woke up from it, I thought, wow, okay, like one, I'm glad I at least had like a dream about the Hunger Games, but how come, like, these parts to me did not make sense, and to me, I just thought, okay, why did these things happen in a dream? Like, one, why did every single woman in that building was dressed up like Effie, like with the crazy costumes and wigs? Like, why? I don't know. The other thing I don't also understand is that instead of just walking to who I want to team up with, that I had to dance my way on stage instead. And that also that, oh yeah, that even the song Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus was playing. Like, what? Why was that song playing? Yeah, I like the song, but I just don't understand why if that song was playing in that dream. I don't know. And what I also don't understand is, like what I said, is that instead of taking this situation more seriously, because to stay alive in the arena, in the Hunger Games, that somehow I just ended up feeling happy and dancing around. Like, what? Okay, those things right there did not make sense, but you know what? It's still a good dream. It's like it has those weird, funny parts, at the same time. But yeah, that's all for this video, and that's just pretty much how I had that dream that day. Not too long ago, believe it or not. So I'm hoping that if I were to dream about the Hunger Games again, that this time I would take it more seriously, and that I just would not be goofing around. So, yep. Oh yeah, and I did saw, well, I do have Mockingjay Part 2, and I did just saw it, believe it or not, and because now I have the whole franchise on DVD, yeah, there was just something in Mockingjay Part 2 I did not expect. You probably know what I'm talking about, like where Katniss kills Coin instead of President Snow. But to be honest, after the movie was over, I had to look it up on Wikipedia. I even had to look up on the character herself. So when I saw how the reason why and who this character really was for what she was in the movie, I was just like shocked. Like, okay, I wasn't expecting that at all, but wow. So anyway, yes, I love the movie, and to be honest, I have read just the first book, not the rest. But yes, other than that, I do love those movies. Pretty much, the Hunger Games franchise. It's just my favorite movie franchise. It is, because I really love it. So, that's all for today, and I will be doing a Q&A next week, so be ready to watch that. So that's all for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.